Each of us are assigned, just like the cells in the body are assigned. You're assigned to Canada. I'm assigned to the United States. Somebody else is assigned to Europe. Somebody else is assigned to Africa. We all have to think of ourselves now as the immune cells in a very wounded body of human civilization. And just like the cells in the body are assigned to where they need to go, so are we when we listen to the guidance of our natural intelligence. When the cell goes to where it is led to go, it is then at its state of highest actualization in a collaborative relationship with other cells in order to serve the healing of the organ or the organism of which they're a part. And that's what's happening now. You and me doing this podcast together. It couldn't happen if it was only one of us. For that reason, I think you and I agree, it's also a very exciting time because you feel this activation of the immune system and you feel the yearning that so many of us have to be part of the healing and to be part of the repair.
I love that. And you're so right. That analogy of the body really shows what collaboration can create in terms of that same holistic look.
Not only that, when a cell, for whatever reason, disconnects from its natural intelligence, forgets its collaborative function, goes off to do its own thing, that's cancer. And that is a malignancy not only in the body, it's a malignancy in consciousness. And that is the problem with the human race. The human race has been infected with a malignant consciousness, the very thought that it's all about me. The human body cannot survive when its cells say, it's all about me. I don't want to serve the healthy functioning of the lungs. I don't want to serve the healthy functioning of the pancreas. I'm going to go off and do my own thing. Oh, really? And you're going to bring other cells around you who are as dysfunctional as you? That's a tumor, and it sucks the life force out of the system. And in my country, that's how rugged individualism has transitioned into rugged narcissism. And it is sucking the life force out of my country.
That seems to have been fed to by social media, like amplified, that level of self-grandiosity, especially that we can hit like buttons and increase that. Not to mention, I think a lot about how obviously there's very beautiful things about the internet. It's facilitated this introduction, this conversation. And like anything that's expansive in a shadow, you were speaking about the shadow before, there's a shadow aspect of it. And I consider so much how, one, we feel the social strain of the need to belong, the need to be celebrated, all that stuff that like we can't take any criticism now. We seem to have a low capacity for disagreement. And one thing that I find peculiar, and I don't know how we got here, I'm curious to hear your thoughts, because I also wonder, do we need to know the pathology to move into the direction of healing? But the thought that like it seems that we have such a low capacity for discourse and disagreement, and that's leading to us not seeing that there's intelligence in all perspectives. There's intelligence in all this, but because we seem to be stuck in this sort of narcissistic belief that my way is the right way or my view is the right way, we're not seeing all this. And I don't know how we got here. And again, I'm not sure. Do you think we need to know the pathology to move towards solutions?
Well, I agree with you. Social media is what made the whole thing blow up. I know in my country, it's not like we never had racists, bigots, anti-Semites, homophobes. Of course they were there, but it was kind of like a herpes. If it's in your bloodstream, you're not getting it out of your bloodstream, but your hope is for it to remain asymptomatic. So we thought we had built levees. We thought that no major political party would ever give a megaphone to such crazy voices as that. For a while, that seemed to hold. But then we had a combination of two very dangerous elements. Number one, the way social media allows anyone a platform, plus a very malignant, narcissistic political figure who was not above stoking and harnessing those forces for his own political purposes.